Who's going to this, Phil?
Oh, man. That, I can't answer that in a short minute.
Oh my goodness. Goose is not on the guest list.
Yeah, it's possible.
In 2021, we met one of the most creative and beautiful souls, Goosewax, through the Alps. She was a little shy at first. She was very, very cute. And I remember we hopped on call, and she didn't have her face cam on and everything. And she didn't believe it at first. She didn't believe what we were doing or who we were, understandably, because we were just finding our feet at the time. But she took a leap of faith in us, just like we took a leap of faith in her. And for 4 years, this has been one of the craziest rides of our life, and it will conclude in a few weeks in theaters. The amount of hype for the show is incredible. I'm sure you guys have been following the ride since the very beginning. A lot of you here have been the ride since the very beginning. But this is incredible, not just for Glitch, but for animation in general. I've said this to my crew in Australia already when we did the screening there, but I want to say to the crew, the cast, to Goosewax again, I think what we are doing here is just bigger than us. It's bigger than Glitch, and it's bigger than the people in this room. To have a web series from YouTube, coined in the room of Goosewax, and managed in the garage of two guys and a few other lovely stuff. To be here right now and have it seen all over the world has, I don't think, ever been done before at this scale. It is making waves and it will make history, and I'm so excited that human-made art is who's already bought their ticket is going to watch it again. Who's ready to watch some Digital Circus?
As a reminder to everybody, there is an embargo on everything you see here tonight, including photos from the event until June 4th. Anybody who spoils it before then will be abstracted and sent to the Pittsville Glitch Productions. So we do have your addresses. So be sure to wait until then. Zubul, Ashley Nichols, Kinger, Sean Shiplock, Wagatha, Amanda Hufford, the voice of pain, Alex Rashawn.
Let's go!
The voice of Jax, Michael Collins. And finally, the voice of Pomni, Lizzie Freeman.
Yeah!
Take one more bow for the audience. 1, 2, 3. We also have a few other key people from the crew I would love to invite up right now. The art director of the show, Gobo, to the stage.
Yeah, Gobo!
Animation creative supervisor, Kevin Tremor.
Yeah, Kevin Tremor! Kevin!
And finally, the creator of the Amazing Digital Circus, Gooseworth. We have so much to talk about, Goose. I would love to start with you before getting into this with the cast. But we've now seen the finale, we've now completed our story here. How long have you had the ending in mind? Did this come about organically as you created the show, or did you always know the story was going to take
No, it was
this path?
pretty much from the beginning. I was like, I can make a show. That means I can make the ending weird and challenging. And then it got super popular, and I was like, well, I hope they're ready. This isn't the kind of ending you usually get allowed to make, but I'm with Glitch. I was able to basically just execute the vision from beginning to end, even though it got super popular with like toddlers. We're sticking to our guns. We're not changing it to appeal to the crowd it has obtained, and I think it turned out pretty alright.
Yeah, it did!
If you could talk a little bit about how the show began when you were first approached by Glitch for this, and some surprises you might have discovered along the way working with this crew.
Well, I learned how to make a show, firstly. They approached me saying they wanted a pilot, and I had a couple ideas for shows, like, just in my mind. But they wanted it to be 3D, and I was like, okay, I'll come up with something 3D. And then I came up with this show, and I don't know, I thought about it, and it just developed until it became the story that it ended up being. A very kind of like personal story. I don't know if that came through, but it's a very it's very near and dear to my heart.
What is something you hope people will take away from the Amazing Digital Circus?
Accept other people's help.
Yeah!
Thank you. This has been an absolute pleasure and honor to work with such talented people. Goose, you're incredible. You made it an absolutely amazing story. Thank you. Yes.
Your art.
Thank you. Yeah, I really had fun with this, and it was great working with such talented artists.
Kevin, obviously we have massive Kevin fans in the audience, right?
Yeah, we do!
This was one of the most fun, amazing projects that I've ever worked on. It was finally a project that just let the animators go crazy and just put in whatever they think of. I'm so thankful for Goose for trusting me and the team for bringing her characters to life, and the amazing voice actors that fueled us animators with the sound that we needed for that.
What were your first thoughts when you got the final script and realized how her story was going to conclude?
I love that we got to see into their real lives and just see that everybody is doing well in the real world. And it's just this bittersweet ending that's like, yes, we might be trapped here together, but we're trapped together and they make the most of it with each other. And I think that's beautiful.
What was your first reaction to learning Jax's backstory and getting a lot of context as to how he's been acting throughout the entire show?
Well, we've needed it because we certainly didn't have it the vast majority of the show. He's kind of this mysterious creature who, nobody knows what his deal is. Nobody's had any idea. And in this final episode, we finally know a little bit of why he's so fucked up.
Thoughts on Kane towards the end?
Oh my God, I have so many. I think his capacity for empathy has been there for basically the beginning. Just like,
You can see it in little things, like him repairing Gangle's mask or healing Ragatha in episode 1.
Just needed to learn how to show.
Exactly.
Your thoughts on Ragatha's journey, especially in her relationship with Pomni here?
Oh, so you just wanted me to get up here and cry?
Yeah, exactly.
There's such a wonderful lesson there about where you spend your energy, how much of yourself you devote to whom, and how important it is to make sure that when you're trying to look after other people, you still look after yourself.
Sean.
No.
So I'd love to chat with you about the difference between playing Crazy Kinger, which you got to play a lot of in the early season, and this fully realized Kinger that we see in this last episode who becomes a mentor and teacher to the rest of the game.
Well, I would have to say in experiencing Crazy Kinger is that it's someone who doesn't feel like they have guidance, where they are looking for a purpose, where they feel like they are missing something to attach themselves to, something to cling to, something to live for, versus a sane Kinger who realizes that they have a lot to live for, that they have people they care about, that there is something that can be done. And it may not be easy, it may not be quick, but it can be done. And when I try to think of a word that encapsulates all of that, the word that I think of is passion. Thank you all for bringing your passion here tonight.
I'm wondering if you can talk a little bit about the relationship between Gangle and Zubul.
Well, she kind of gets the best at the end of this show. Her bully's gone, she's got her Zubul, everything's pretty cool. But I feel like the most interesting thing about them is the question of what comes next for them. Because there's a lot of stuff they still need to figure out. We get to see, the sort of beginning of what is surely going to be a very long journey, an immortal journey, possibly, for the two of them.
It seems like Zubul has really taken a journey to learn how to love themselves, even if they're not quite there yet. And I think that will really help Gangle along their way too. And hopefully one day Gangle gets to see that you don't need to be perfect to be incredible.
We actually have one additional voice actor who'd like to bring to the stage right now. Could I get Cassidy Iwulu, the voice of Queenie? Cassidy, I would love to ask you about Queenie and how you felt about the relationship with Kinger that brings this wholesome tragedy to the beginning of this film.
I mean, you don't get to know a lot about her, but I feel like I knew enough just from like what I saw. Okay, so when I first recorded, I was just like, I have no idea what's happening right now. But after seeing like episode 8, I was just like, oh, these are two like very special people who like love each other. I mean, we already got to see like a little glimpse of like what they were like in the real world and stuff. So that was like really nice to see. But I was just like, oh, I love them.
So I would love to know your thoughts on Ribbits and this whole flashback Jax has in this episode.
Girl deserved better.
Also, hi, nice to meet you for the first time. What's up, dude? Thank you so much for taking your chances on some Filipino chud. I just, when the pilot dropped, I wasn't a voice actor. And I remember watching that Floor Bass pilot and just being like, I want to do that, dude! Dude, I want to do that! And then somehow, some way, I'm here. No idea how that happened. Shout out, thank you. I don't know, man. Ribbits, babe.
Karen, your thoughts on Copper and fleshing out his backstory?
I only just learned what chud means like a week ago.
How is that possible?
I'm not nice. I'm 39. I don't know. It's an honor to be a part of this amazing cat. Y'all are amazing. The crew's amazing. Goose is amazing. Like, what an amazing show. and what an honor to be a part of it. Like, you really knocked it out of the park, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. Thank you so much.